Entry 18. My academic musings as of late have left me to consider the nature of motion itself. Heat and electricity can certainly be harnessed to do work, but ultimately they are simply a vector to produce motion. I've been working through several theories as of late into taking more direct ways to produce kinetic energy, without the losses of converting the energy through multiple different forms first. Hey everybody, how you doing? Lazerous here, once again, for another episode of Ascension of the Technomancer. So, as you can probably guess, we are going to continue where we left off before. We're going to play with RotaryCraft a little bit, and actually make a little bit of progress. Let's grab the book. Let's not leave the house without the book, and put it on the bookshelf. And then there's something else I want. I managed to find something very nice in a chest a while back. This. A Sojourner's Sash. So that's just constant effect haste as long as you provide it with mana. So no, don't even need to go through the trouble of making one. Oh, we'll need these. That's a thing we'll need. But yeah, we'll need a mana tablet to do that. So that's our second objective. But for right now, I kind of want to get the book. I kind of want to do what I said I was going to do and grab the book. Book. Here we go. Just in case we have any more crap-ups. So I've watched a couple of, a little bit of sputtering here. That's interesting. Everything was running great until right now. Isn't that always the way? But yeah, so I watched a couple people's tutorials on how you need to progress and what some good first objectives are. So we're going to need some buckets probably. So we're going to go through those, I guess, the standard starting RotaryCraft setup, and we're going to make a grinder so that we can make some lube, because you got to keep your shaft very well lubed to prevent breakage or chafing. Both of those are bad. So, alright, I cooked up a little bit more of this stuff just so we have it on hand here, and I made a few things. Now again, this is not the permanent location for any of this, but we're going to set up right here just to play around a little bit. I feel like we need to have some closure, because we didn't get any of this to work. There wasn't enough power to run the friction heater, so I was thinking, it does seem to run pretty fast. It'd be great if we could have that make charcoal. And I was running with that idea until I remembered that this is Greg Tech, and we can't do that. You can't put charcoal in the vanilla furnace anymore. That doesn't work. So I did power up I did a couple machine upgrades to the redstone furnace out there. It seems to be holding up fine off of just those two little hobbyist steam engines. But I was also thinking we could do a rotational dynamo to turn shaft power into RF. It's funny every time. So we already have our DC electric engine here. That's great. It doesn't power really anything except for a pump. That's about it. That's what it's meant to do. It's meant to power the pump. We don't need this. Steam engine. Do I have one? Steam engine. We have one. Great. Cool. Got some shafts here. We'll need another piece. There's another piece we're going to need too. I made a couple bevel gears as well, I think. Yeah, in case we need to turn corners or something. So, yeah. So first things first. I don't even know if we need to have... Let's get this shit out of here. This is all just kind of in the way right now. So we'll pick that stuff up. Do we want it right here? I guess right here is fine. And then we'll just dig out the floor here a little bit. And we'll fill this with water. Let's fill this with water. That's what the buckets are for. So, grab these. And yeah, there's an infinite water source here still. God, I need to cleanse. Oh! I want to show you something. I also made pipe shutters to try and make this stuff work less terribly. And I added a buffer here. I was trying to make a signalium gear with the steam alloy smelter. And I don't think you can. I think it's going to fail no matter what, because there's no way it wasn't getting up steam. This tank here wasn't even empty, and it was going to just dump into the back. Still not enough. There's shutters, so it can't slosh around. Everything should have been fine. So, I don't know. But I made this electric one, and it worked fine. So, this thing, not super tough to make. Way easier than any of the other electric machines. Doesn't require two of these circuits here, which we have on a super crafting frame, which does make life a little bit easier, because those things are just a bitch to make. So anything that makes it a little bit easier to make those is awesome. Because, man, you need like a fuck ton of them. So right now, we're just kind of playing around still. We're in the experimental phase. So put these down. Oh, the screwdriver. I probably will need the screwdriver. I don't know where I put the screwdriver. Yep, here we go. It's got 1 attack damage. So I guess you can, like, jab at them with it. I don't know if that's going to be, like, really all that effective, but sure. Oh, we need our redstone torch. So get ready for it to get loud for basically the rest of the episode. Step 1, pump. Yeah, huh? Yep. Here comes the loud. And... that's wonderful sound, isn't it? Is this operating? Are you working? Are you functional? Do you need a shaft first? Are we already having problems? Let's try putting a shaft junction on there. One of these, a steel shaft, or whatever you call it. Whatever. Yeah, you're all sorts of backwards. Could you, yeah, that's it. Yeah, so green's input, red's output. Okay, so here we are with this. Pump. Green's input, red's output, so, you know, are you pumping? I feel like you're not pumping. I feel like you're not pumping, and all this annoying noise is for nothing. I might want to throw a little wool around this. I don't think the fire can get out. Just be sure. Yeah, you are not pumping. All right, back to the book. We're gonna go stand away from this fucking obnoxious noisemaker. This over here. So okay, back to the book. Oop. Easy, Peggy. Jeez. They freak out whenever any noise is made. Any small, sudden noise. That's it. Lose your shit. So, the pump, when provided with power, will suck up liquids from the surrounding area and pump them into pipes for transport to a machine that can use it. Water is often used as a coolant, while lava is more often pumped to a reservoir for convenient access or as fuel for some engines. So, I mean, this could help us pump lava in the nether, and it's pretty fucking cheap. I think it's easier to build than the BuildCraft pipe. Although the BuildCraft pipe will drop a tube down. I think the tube is free. So you can be like way up in the ceiling and drop your tube down and just sort of sip the fiery goodness out of the lake and not have to stand near the lava and spawn up all kinds of awful, awful things. So that's probably the better way to go. I want to use this though. I want to do something with this. I mean, what is its requirements? Alright, let's make an angular transducer. I hear that will tell us what the fuck is wrong. So this thing just needs an ender pearl. I think all the magic happens from stuffing an ender pearl into it. Okay, 3 pieces of wood, a redstone, and 4 steel. Okay, that's really easy. So let's go grab that shit. Let's get away from the noisy thing. Let's see what we can do here. I did move a few more chests downstairs, so I mean we're making progress on that. It's a long process. I do have a couple more chest upgrades, so I can make a few more, 2 more I think, fully upgraded obsidian chests, which will help, but I gotta make more logistics pipes. Planks? Sure, what do we have a lot of? These. Grab these. And we have plenty of the RotaryCraft steel. Cool, so let's do that. I had to move Bevo's head so we can have a player sensor here. Because otherwise, I never open or close that door. Also, had another attack from a bomb carrier, like about an hour before we started recording here. So, hopefully that has met our bullshit counter for right now. Where is it? Alright, please, just go away. It's just like, I think a lever is probably what we want. I think we want a lever so we can accurately turn this thing on and off, because it doesn't seem to recognize the torch leaving it. So, let's make a lever. We have none. Okay, fine. Just give me a 1. Just 1, and a stick. Great. Let's do this up. I anticipated the progress was going to be easier than this. Just thought I'd let you know. We're already kind of off the rails as we speak. I'm not even going to deal with the friggin' monsters. I don't care. Like, great. You're growling at the door. I don't give a shit. Did you update? Oh, you did. You updated. Okay. Does it take a minute? Maybe it takes a minute for it to shut off. Are you supposed to... I feel like you're supposed to look like something's happening. Do you need to be in the water itself? I mean, that's kind of strange. Oh, yeah. Yep, make the thing. Make the angular transducer, and then you can see what's wrong. Right, okay. I got the ADD. I can't help it, man. I literally forgot what I was supposed to do in that very short window of time. Boom. Okay, we got that. Okay, so you're on. What are you? Yep. Yep, it is receiving power. Yep. Pump is receiving that at that. Does the tube need to go on top? Tube definitely does not go on top. I mean, that's connecting less well than the other one. I'm quite confused. Does the pump need to go in the water? I mean, that seems kind of weird that the pump would need to go in the water as opposed to over it. Are you working? I mean, it says it's receiving power. This is literally the only thing the DC engine is supposed to be for, is to power the pump so that you can pump water into a steam engine. I'm very confused. I mean, that's working. So if I just put it here, click on it, insufficient power, okay. So it will say insufficient power if it's not being powered. How about now? Pump's receiving power, okay. 1024 kilowatt hours, 256 rands per second, that's lovely. That means virtually nothing to me, honestly, but we're trying. I mean, I don't think that it needs to have... Get this out of here. Put it like the one right here. I don't think that this needs to have... I'm gonna say... I lost my train of thought. We do need... ooh, coal. I'll take that. So I'm gonna pop some. I don't think it needs. What I was thinking is, don't think it needs to have an output. I think this has like an inventory of its own, so it would fill up with water even without some place to pump the water to. I need another rack. So we're gonna put down the next component here because I don't think it can actually overheat with just fire under it. So the steam engine, you heat it from below. Like, you don't put fuel into it. You got to put a heat source below it and pump water into it, and that makes the magic happen. So just give me 2 of these because the hole's a little big. So there we go. I think I have a flint and steel on me. Pretty positive that I do. So grab that. And yep, we do. All right. Trying again. So let's put down the steam engine. Now, it would be a little bit more efficient at heating up if we... You're not going to set the chests on fire, are you? I'm a little concerned about the quantity of fire like inside my base right now, because I like it to be none. So you got a temperature, but you're not getting any fluid. Why are you not working? I don't know how hot this will get either without it actually... I don't think it should get too hot, but we're going to watch it. So, yeah, this is it's a little baffling. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to have to go and do a little bit of Googling. Okay, so I have a theory. We are not making enough torque to power this. Let's look at the book and try and confirm that, as I bet you it says in the book. Okay, let's go back to here. So you need two DC electric engines in a shaft junction to power it. Pump. Your requirements are where? 8. Okay. So, blah. That's great. And we need. I can tell right now I'm going to be ripping my fucking hair out trying to do this. It's really powerful, but I bet you most people are going to be ripping their fucking hair out and just be like, give up, I give up, fuck it. I'll do any of the other things that are slightly less difficult. But no, we are not going to give up. That is not how we're going to roll here. I do want to find the thing about engines. This. What do you make 4 Newton meters of torque? Well, that's the thing. See, it's only half as much. That's a problem. Could you please be quiet, please? So we need another one. So let's make another one and a shaft junction. So I tried to cut down on the crafting. Is DC electric engine or DC? Yeah, it is. Okay, so what do we need? Alright, that's not hard. We have all of those things. I need some redstone. So, we'll grab some redstone. We will not be daunted. There's a few more things we need to craft too, like the grinder itself and probably some worm gears. Because we can't use a gearbox without lubricant, and that's the whole point of getting the grinder. That's what we're doing. We want to get the grinder to make lube, so we can lube our shafts and do more complicated things. And to stay moist, of course. Gotta stay moist. It's essential. Also, always bring a towel. Any other catchphrases you want to throw in here, those are probably helpful as well. Let's get this. Got some junk here. Just every inventory spot counts. You know, look at this. Look at this fucking hot mess. I've got so many slots that are already taken up by nothing, like this bow here. This is worthless. This goes in the trash. I don't even know why I have this. I must have walked by a skeleton dying or something, and here we go. So, alright, cool. So we needed like 4 of these. Can you hear the tiny squeaking down below? I hope you can. The microphone is very sensitive, so I'm going to assume that you can. Alright, so 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool, that should be all the pieces. And I believe you would have to go in the work table because you are a machine. It's kind of weird which things go in the work table and which are done in a regular crafting table and cannot be made in the work table. Like, okay, all machines get crafted in the work table. That's real cut and dry. Very straightforward and understandable. But sometimes, like, subcomponents, just like crafting items, get made in a regular crafting station. And sometimes they get made in the work table. And there's really doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason I've detected as of yet. But okay. Maybe there is, and I'm just not noticing it. Or maybe it really is just kind of... It just is. So we need a shaft junction so we can thrust with twice as much shaft power at once. Shaft cross? Shaft junction. This is what we need. So we need a gear, 3 base plates, 3 sticks, 2 ingots. Okay, we can do that. We got a gear, 3 sticks, 3 base plates. I made up some extra stuff here just to be ready because I knew there was going to be some crafting because I just inevitably cannot do all of it. I can just never manage to get everything we need up front all at once. Alright, excuse me? Do you mind? Yeah? Okay, fine. I'll put them in myself. Oh, I don't have the ingots on me. That's my bad. Let's try that again. Boom, boom. There we go. Alright, we have shaft junctions. Alright, sweet. And it does say it recommends a 3x3 because sometimes the order in which the blocks get picked up will cause it to break the infinite nature of the water source. And that is true with many things like that. Like even hydrangeas from Botania will do that. We need another lever because I want these with levers, not with the redstone torch. The redstone torch, kind of annoying. Let's just keep one of these. One of these. Yep, so just tons of microcrafting. As much as I tried to avoid it, we're in the thick of it now. Also, we got some coal that's taking up inventory space. Let's send that back. There we go. Alright, Bevo. Fucking help me, I'm retarded. Please. Channel your energy. You know, he doesn't make videos anymore? That makes me sad. I loved watching his videos, man. He was super entertaining. So, okay. How do we do this? So, the... I guess... I mean, 2 We got bevel gears. We do have bevel gears. I made bevel gears so we can run stuff at an angle. I have them on me. It's even better. So you go. Then we take our other DC electric engine. Figuring shit out here. I can feel it. Or it's going to be really disappointing really soon. It's one of the two. Either way, we'll have our answers. No. That's all wrong. Put this here. There we go. Okay. So then we take bevel gears. Put them here. Input, output. Input. Get the shaft junction. That's... God damn it. Bevel gears. Put them here. Oh boy, that's... Okay, what side is what? So black is in... Yeah, I need you to just turn. Can you turn? So, well, black is... Okay, here we go. So black is the input. And what is the output? Oh, pig. They're getting crazy. And white. Yellow. Yellow is the output. How do I just... So, input. How is that... What? Let's, screwdriver. What side are you? Screwdriver. You're black. So that's our input, and our output is going to be on yellow, right? I'm confused. Why can you not, like, just turn? Just be turned, man. Okay. So, yeah. Right? Good times were had by none. I mean... So, I mean, input... Input's supposed to be black, right? That's this side. And then output should be yellow, so it should just rotate the whole goddamn thing. Oh, good lord. Get the fuck... Please, thank you. Then we click on it with this. Output is there. You know what, maybe it'll be smarter about this. We'll put the shaft junction down first. Maybe. I'm not hopeful, but, you know. So there you go. Input. Alright, so, can you figure out how you're supposed to orient yourself now? No, of course you can't. Why would you do that? I mean, who would want that? So, yeah, I mean, this is the black side. And this is the yellow side. I'm clicking on things like fucking crazy here, and I don't want to. Yeah. So, I mean, I just want the thing to be turned. Like, why can it not be turned? Or is it like... Yeah, no, I'm still really confused. I mean... Input side? Here, just fucking turn yourself. I don't know. Turn yourself some more. Input side is not definitely not down or up. South and north. West is down. I don't fucking know. Yes, that's down. Okay, we don't want down. We want... Are you fucking kidding me? You are such a nutsack. Is it... You can see why I'm frustrated here. You can see clearly what is supposed to happen. And I'm very unsure of why it isn't. Like, this box should rotate 90 degrees to the... No, wait. Is this right? This is right. It is right. This is... Is it? Yeah, okay. I was just fucking clicking on random things. Let's take a look here. Input side is west, and output side is south. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Is this red? Was this red all along? Because it was looking like it was the black side. Where's the black side? Yellow. Those are both yellow. You know? Just... You know? Just please, just do the fucking thing. Are you spinning? I see... Nothing is happening. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. But you're not. You are not. You are. Oh, wait. This is in splitting mode. Was that? Input, output. Input, output. I'm very confused. So you're definitely not working. This is reversed. This is reversed. So instead we want south and west. Oh, yeah, okay, alright. Yeah, alright, that's good, we're getting close. You should feel the excitement. Alright, let's junction our shaft. Oh my god, look at the fireworks. Also, there's a hole in my ceiling. I'm not really sure why there's a hole in my ceiling. Okay, alright, so now we diggy hole. Also, give me this back. You can just keep the other one. There we go. I do want this hole filled in, though. I'm very obsessive about this sort of shit. There we go. And then we take this, and we put it in here, right? Okay, and then we make fire. Oog, make fire. Also, I need a block, so I can actually put this shit down. Oh, wait, no, just putting a thing down. We need another tube. And then we need the steam engine. Boom, okay. And eventually, the magic will happen here. Now, this is not going to make enough torque to power the grinder. I think it makes too much speed, and you want to turn speed into torque. And normally you'd use a gearbox with a different ratio, but those all require lube. Those shafts will break, and you don't want to break your shaft. You will definitely end up in the ER, and it will be the worst night of your life. So, what we need is a sort of ghetto gearbox, the worm gear. How you would figure this out without just spending hours studying the book or someone telling you. I mean, see, that's it. Somebody explains it to you, or you spend many hours studying the book. So, probably have someone tell it to you. I mean, I'm telling it to you right now. I mean, that's the thing. We're doing that. So we need a gear, 2 shaft units, a worm gear, and this mount. We've got to mount our shafts again, so that's easy. Let's make them mount. Is that a work table dealie? I think it was. I have no bits. I need some bits, please. One more bits. One of these. There we go. I think... Oh, yeah, okay, it's spinning. There we go. Shit is happening now. Progress. You can hear this room. It's freaking deafening with progress right now. Oh, give me boots out of that. Okay, I did this wrong, apparently. Just like everything else. Let me guess. Yeah, shape crafting. Of course not. The woofies have begun to howl. I mean, honestly, we've made it pretty far into the episode without hearing that noise, so I mean, it's already a fucking miracle. I still hate them. So we need 2 of these. We also need the worm gear item to make the worm gear block. They both have the same name, so it's a little confusing. It's just a gear and 2 sticks, so give me 2 more sticks and a gear. Now, these RotaryCraft gears are substantially cheaper than other gears. And there's a reason for that, other than you're not really allowed to change the settings without getting authorized. But, you know, you will need a lot of them. Like a lot of them. Like, wow. Like a lot of them. So it kind of makes sense that in this case they should be cheaper than the others. Every other gear, you'll need like 1 or 2 for a recipe. You'll, like, to make one thing, you might have like, I don't know, oh, no, this goes in the other thing. You might be throwing like, you know, 8, 10, 12 gears into it just to change the ratio to make like 1 gearbox. So yeah, it makes sense that you get a bunch of them all at once. And like they cost less. So okay, we have this. Here you go. Now please, let's not have any fire in here. So let's just take a moment and let's poke at things with this angular transducer here and see what is happening. So you're outputting 16 kilowatts at blah 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 512 rads per second. It doesn't say what the torque is. I wish you would tell me what the torque is. Don't make me do math. I'm playing video games. I don't want to do any fucking math. I don't mind if math is involved. Power loss, infinity percent. That's probably because it's not hooked up to anything. Makes sense, huh? You're definitely losing all the power if it's not hooked up to anything. Not entirely true. You could hook it up. Well, you have to hook it up to something, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a machine. You could charge a coil or a flywheel or something. Both of those are things in this mod. I know that the coils do store shaft power. I don't know what the flywheels do. Or if maybe they're just components of stuff. So what do we need? The grinder. Grinder. Here we go. Alright. I don't know what does this do? It's a mob grinder. It's the mob grinder from MFR. So we need 2 saws, a gear, more base plates. So saws. Now this thing. Take a gear, put the extra ingots on the corners, you get a saw. In the plus shape, you get an impeller. I'm sure I will fuck that up at some point in time or another. Probably a couple of times. I mean, hell, it might happen right now. Who knows? Let's just get all the components here, not just the saws. So we will need another gear, 3 more base plates. 1, 2, 3. Another gear. We got everything? We got everything? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, yep, I think we do. Okay, cool. It's very loud in here. So we'll take 1 gear, or 2 gears. And what did I do? I need way more of this shit. I need like, what, 12? I don't know. That's probably enough. Ish. Nope. Almost did it right then. But I didn't. I caught myself. Here we go. Saws. Not impellers. It's like the pipes with Greg Tech, where it's just like the six ingots, so it's like 2 in a row, and then whether or not the wrench and the hammer are on, you switch the order of them, you get either small pipes or very large pipes, and then you can tip that recipe up on its side for a different pipe. It's just begging for failure. You're gonna fuck things up. So maybe don't make like a whole stack of them all at once, just to be safe. What did you do? What is that? I must have clicked something. There must have been some errant clickage. Oh, yeah, also, it probably has to go in the work table, because it is a machine, so that makes sense. So I'll put you here, and you here. If you think this is a lot of microcrafting, wait till you see what we're going to do next. I really want constant effect haste, so we need to make a way to make a mana tablet. So here's the grinder. It grinds things, probably canola, primarily. Oh, look at it go. Also, don't put your face in it, because that will be bad for you. You'll want to avoid rubbing up against it in any way. So let's get some canola. Let's put the rest of this shit back. I've had about all the frustration from this mod I can really handle right now. These are tools. They should go in the toolbox. Even though they're specifically RotaryCraft tools, I feel like they belong in the toolbox. What's this? Mudshot Scepter. Mid-damage, rapid fire, applies weakness. This seems fun. The weapon I have a Lycanite's weapon with me right now. It's a Venom Axe Blade, so you gotta hit shit with it. It doesn't shoot, but it does have a chance of summoning a Remobra. This whole room is just like freaking dominated by this nonsense now. So it's grinding. Not very fast. Let's get something to put that in. Like a barrel would probably be good. Do I have any barrels? Any spare barrels? I did. Oh, Woofy. Fucking Woofy. You need to die. It's nighttime. It's no longer nighttime. But still, we're not going out there right yet. Give me this. I got some more of those liquid pipes. We'll just let's just fill this drum with lube. Maybe we can even put the drum right on top of it. Maybe that would work. That'd be nice, huh? I don't know where it outputs. Where do you output? Where does the lube get dispensed from? Is it on top? Yeah, top doesn't really make sense for that. Is it on the side? Will you take it on the side? No. Is it the fucking bottom? I got a funny feeling it's the fucking bottom. Oh, it's not the bottom either. Well, yeah, it's got lube in it. Okay, there is lube present. Where do I put this here? Are you gonna fill it? No. Does it have to be here? Does it have to, like, stick out this far? Is it not going to do it until there's a full bucket? That might be the thing. It may not do this until there's a full bucket. I'd really prefer not have to dig up my whole floor even more. This is very temporary. We're going to need a big place to do anything with this mod. Now, granted, I think we could compact this more. As a matter of fact, I don't think that you need to pump water into this from the back. I think this could actually be turned to the side. Let's do that. I want to get the lubricant out of there first, though. Like, let's get a bucket in there first. Get one bucket, and then we'll see if we can extract it somehow. And then we'll try and turn this off to the side so we can at least get to these chesties. You don't have to, like, jump over machinery. Let's read about the grinder. Nothing helps me read like the sound of heavy machinery processing. Yeah, no, not you. Production. Next. No. Processing? Here you go. Yep, this. So it does what it does. Grinds things, stone to cobble, cobble to gravel. Okay, so it does cobbleworksy type stuff if that's something you want. I wonder if it would grind sand into silicon. Because that's one of the most useful grindy things. Yeah, loops gearboxes. So you gotta grind canola seeds, so you get it from. That's what it needs. Power input is the back. Doesn't say where the shit comes out of. So do you have a full bucket in you now, so okay. Can I put this here? No. Can I put this here? No. Does it have to be here? Can you go directly into the drum? No. Let's put the pipe there. You know... Oh, wait a minute. Wait. This is a different thing. You need a different thing. There's a lubricant hose. I think you need to run it through this. Why it would not go through a liquid pipe, and it's just like you need this is beyond me. I don't know, but like let's go make some of that and give that a try. Maybe this will have a slightly more favorable geometry here for how we can get this shit out. And I can put my floor back down. There's enough holes in my floor already from doing this. Am I out of glass? Like, what was that? I mean, normally it just complains when you're out of glass. What is it? It's real blinky. It's because it's a work table recipe. I can't actually do it. Okay, it's just that was what I didn't realize. So we need 3 glass planks. Wow, this is taking up a lot of time in this episode. I planned to do 2 things because I thought that this wasn't going to take up enough time. But I mean, hey, we're keeping it real here. You get to see what it's really like. I don't just cut out everything. I mean, I'll cut out some stuff. I'm totally stuck, like to go research. But I try to keep the episodes moving. But at the same time, like, if it's difficult, you should see that it is in fact actually difficult. I mean, this pack is designed to be really, really difficult. That was one of my main design goals, was to make it hard as balls. And it is. Oh, it is. It is unforgiving as all fuck. So, okay. So let's put a lubricant hose here. I mean, that looks like connected, but it does not look like it's full. Right? Maybe, let's put the floor back down, because I feel like we won't be able to in a moment. Can I just put you... Yeah, that worked. Can you go into a barrel? Yes, you can go into the barrel now. As long as it goes through 1 lubricant hose, it can go into the barrel. Honestly, put the barrel on top, please. It's taking up enough room. In fact, we'll lose some if we do this. Do we care? I'm not sure if we care. Like, how much is in here? Alright, yeah, I would like this shit to move. Give me my, because I do want to make some lubricant and have, like, a bucket full. Turn, turn, turn. So you're still getting fuel, right? Nope, you are not. That's not a thing we can do unless we want to throw bevel gears down. Want to fight with bevel gears again? That was mad fun. Let's do that. Let's fight with the fucking bevel gears again. Give me this. Oh, yeah. Welcome back to hell. So, I mean, input is... It says input's over there. So, like... Input is black. West. Can output be east? Output is east? Output is east. Oh my god, look at that. That took nowhere near as much time as it did before. So, I mean, we can pretty much just plop this down, like right here. Shit is so loud. Also this, and this. Put this here. I mean, I prefer... Let's just coil this up a little bit. There we go. Alright, put the canola back in there. I don't know what you do with canola seed husks. I mean, it's probably something. Maybe. The book makes it sound like there's something. Like it's something useful. Oh, wait, we can't do that. This won't work. We need the freaking worm gear. What are we doing? I've gone all retarded already. You can't... Oh! I'm going full retard. Look out, I'm breaking up everything. Fuck, 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 fuck. Okay, alright. Calm down. This is the grinder. This is the worm gear. This is not. This is the worm gear. Put it down. There you go. Grinder. There you go. Lubricant hose. There we go. No. There we go. Barrel. And there we go. And take the canola, put it back in there, the rape seeds, if you will, and put them back in there. Alright, everything is square. I'll put this in here because, like, the friction thing. Alright, so I'm done with that. So let's go microcraft some shit. I really want a, this. I gotta put this away. The screwdriver. I'll be real confused when I inevitably lose this freaking thing. Yeah, that room is so loud now. And it's just gonna be that way, like, forever. Also, the woofies are really irritating the shit out of me. So, okay, mana tablet. Let's get focused here. Because this has already taken quite a bit of time. Mana tablet. So... We got these. We need this. Some mana glass panes and a great wood slab. Let's go get some great wood. Great wood? We have some, right? We definitely do. I mean, here, give me 3 of these. Can I just be like great wood slab? Slab. Here we go. Grab this. Yeah, do that. I need the saw. I gotta use the saw. Give me this. A little salty. It's fine. We have a saw. We have saws. I mean, there's even an extra one. There's a totally full saw. Squeeze me? How do you... There. Bro, do you even saw? Fuck. I just heard a sound, and I don't know that sound. That's even scarier than all the bad sounds that I do know. And we gotta go out there. Like now. Shit, what do we need? Let's try and grab all of the we need. I mean, you'd think that we'd be safe as long as we don't go out there, but no, some of the things will just blow the front of the building right off, like fucking Mr. Alua Akbar, who I've been seeing an awful fucking lot of lately. I'm not real thrilled with that guy. Also, ogres. Ogres, they're a nightmare. So we're going to need... So, Rune of Water. What are we going to need? Do we have Mana Steel with us? We need a fishing rod. Well, the shards are there, so we need a fishing rod. A fishing rod. I gotta make a fucking fishing rod? Okay, fine. Let's make a fishing rod. So, here we go. Here's a fishing rod. Nice vanilla fishing rod, because who doesn't love fishing in video games, right? I mean, every game has to have a fishing mechanic, because everyone thinks it's so goddamn fun. That's why. Okay, good. Grab this. Boom, boom. It's getting real hot without the AC, I gotta say. I complain about that a lot, but it comes from the heart. It really is hot in here. So, alright, cool. There's many of these runes we gotta craft. So, we do need Mana Steel. I don't know how much Mana Steel we currently have. Do we have any sugar canes? I know we do have sugar canes. And bone meal. Bone meal? Yeah, we do. So just give me one of these. We literally only need one. Oh, strange things. Please no strange things now. I want my freaking mana tablet, dude. I think my battery's dying. Okay, I'm pretty sure this stuff, like the shards that we need, are all out there. So, sugar canes would be in here, in the noisy room. On the bright side, at least we get 3 of these runes for each one that we craft. I don't see any sugar canes. We'll go pick some. There's like a farm full of them right down by where we're gonna go anyway. It doesn't really matter. So Mana Steel is not in here. There's one Mana Steel ingot in here. Well, give me some mithril here. I don't know. Give me like a bunch. I don't know. We actually have less mithril than I thought. Maybe we should collect a little bit. I don't know. I've just been kind of ignoring it because we haven't really been using it. We haven't been doing a lot of magic, and it seems pretty abundant, but it is used a lot. So, we will need some diamonds. I don't know. I probably not 32. Just give me like 6 mana diamonds we'll make. I don't even know that we'll need that many. Ender pearls. We got a fuckload of these. I was thinking about making an ender generator to augment our redstone power, because we have so many ender pearls just because they were proccing. Like, oh shit, I found Enderium in a chest, and I didn't tell you about that. I found 5 Enderium ingots. There's one being held just to keep the slot in the logistics pipe system, so there's really 5 of them. So I found 5 Enderium. So hey, if you have any ideas what we should spend that on, because it's going to be a long time before we can make some of our own, let me know in the comments. if you're in, it might be the QED. Honestly, I think if we can make if this is enough to make the QED, I think that's pretty much got to be it, because that's just so valuable for everything. So we need another brick. I already made one of these, so we need another brick. Here we go. Give me one of these. What's next? I have no idea how much mana this is going to take. So Rune of Mana, that's where we need all this other random stuff like mana diamonds. Oh, quartz! We need mana quartz. Let's give me one of these. Give me a couple of these. We might make some extra. What's next? Rune of Earth. A color block of coal. Or just a regular block of coal. Grab this. Actually, I'm thinking about this, and I'm thinking that this might take some time. So, let me get prepared off camera, and I'll see if we're still going to have time enough to do this on this episode. Okay, I just checked the episode time, and we have already been running for like 50 minutes, and it's really just going to be microcrafting from here on out. I already have the slates, so there's no like blood magic stuff we got to do. There's really nothing interesting on the way between here and getting the mana tablet. Got a couple black lotuses to throw in there, and I got a bad feeling that there might be some compressing charcoal blocks and throwing them to the thermal lilies or the endo flames just to get enough mana to first make all the shit and then charge it. So I'm feeling like, A, this is going to be pretty grindy, and B, the episode's already gone on for a while, and we've accomplished the main goal. We actually did some RotaryCraft, and we did the intro to it, so we can do more stuff with it in the future. It's a shame we can't use the friction heater to, power our tree farm, because that was my original thought, was that, like, hey, I could use the friction heater on a furnace, and that'll actually go faster than the redstone furnace, I think. And, more power makes it go more faster and be more better. And being more better is what we're all about here at Ascension, the Technomancer headquarters. But, yeah, I totally lost my train of thought in that spew of bullshit, so I guess we'll just leave it at that. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, then please drop me a like or a comment. I would really appreciate them, and it really helps out the channel. Just, and above all, just watching and just being a part of the community. It helps out the channel. So thank you guys so very much for that. If you want to know whenever I post more videos, just click that little red subscribe button down there, or maybe it's mirrored over here. It's going to be in one of these two spots, like down here. So thank you guys so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.